These days, many industries are dealing with shortages, whether it's a worker shortage or a supply chain issue, and that includes the auto industry. Newswatch 12's Morgan Johnson talked to two Northwoods dealerships to see how they are coping with it.
Every new car nowadays has a microchip. It acts as the brain of the vehicle. But the pandemic shut down microchip manufacturers, affecting car dealerships across the nation.
It is pretty much the case for every car dealership.
It's something Chuck Daymel hasn't seen ever.
Been in the car business for a little over 20, and this is the worst I've ever seen as far as having cars on the lot.
When the pandemic hit, production halted and left dealerships on hold. Car manufacturers are still producing, but their microchip counterparts are not.
They're having issues getting the chips to send the cars out, so a lot of the manufacturers were building cars that just sits in a field. They're not able to get them to the dealerships to sell them because they don't have the chips in them.
And the few dealerships that have been getting microchips aren't in the Northwoods, which Daymel says rests low on the totem pole.
We get a couple cars where some of your bigger stores down south in the big cities are getting a few more cars because they're a higher producing store.
It's not all bad news, though. Demand has remained steady and cars are selling fast. And places like the Marthaler dealership in Minocqua are having a hard time keeping up.
It brings about a new challenge that a lot of people have no one's ever really dealt with before.
To cope, Biesterfeld has been purchasing used cars from coast to coast.
From California all the way to Maine.
Sales are up 26% at Biesterfeld's dealership, so he's taking the good with the bad.
We currently have one brand new vehicle in stock available for sale. We have got 45 inbound that are sold already, and that's kind of the world that we live in now.
Biesterfeld doesn't have a solution to the problem, but he anticipates the trend will continue well into the next year. Reporting for Newswatch 12, I'm Morgan Johnson.